Hey, I've been wanting to get back to YouTube posts for quite some time now, and I thought, no time like the present. I've been shooting Encausticat's October demonstration videos, and while everything was out, I thought I would do this little public post. I'm no longer using Periscope for the sake of the camera. I wanted a full range of my camera screen, so I've ceased doing that, therefore no more live presentations, but I will post these to YouTube. Anyway, today is about a little bit more of a sensibility rather than a procedure. And by that I mean to show you where I've been working. It's just one of the many ways. I can't put down my brush and paint two-dimensionally and stop painting two-dimensionally, but also I've been engaging in these forms. Now these have been around for a long time, way back to, gosh, 10, 12 years ago. But at that time, thanks to Stephanie Lee and her plaster techniques, but they've come back around since I've been in Australia just because of the tactile ability of them. Some photographs that I had taken that I wanted to translate to 3-dimension, which are these here. They're bally bits. And then an exhibit I had, I actually went ahead and threw them into it in Australia, were these book bundles. And all of these come by way of, I don't feel like a sculptor, I have to say that. So therefore calling these sculptures is too much of a stretch for me. I just call them forms because they are. They are just really delicious, tangible forms that are nice to touch, to look at, and to hold with, if not my hands, then my eyes and my emotions, my heart as well. A few things play into these, and this is where I talk about the sensibility of them. And the most important being simplicity. I'm about simple style. It's kind of been an unconscious evolution that has become conscious in so much as it is innate to my practice anymore, whether painting two-dimensionally or creating these forms or stitching or even putting this house together and the residency programs and the workshops. Simplicity is a big factor for me. Not to dumb things down or I was going to say make things simple, but to draw back to the elemental nature of things and to really get at the heart of what really things, how things resonate. And I think it's about vulnerability. When I really look at it, I'm peeling myself back as well. In this process of creativity, I expose myself. And in my written word, I'm finding even more of that to be coming to be. So these forms are a little bit of an example of that. And in terms of, the practical nature of them, they're all created with cardboard, plaster wrap, also known as rigid wrap, and wax. My encouragement in showing you all these is to trust the direction that your heart takes you. To trust no matter what. I tell you I'm not a sculptor and I can't call these sculptures, but I still can't help myself from making them. Trust whatever that is, if that happens to you, and keep leaning into it and doing the creating or the writing or the talking or the cooking that happens in you. And let it see what it becomes in the world. You just don't know until you know. Also, there is a caveat to this, and I can't help but give it because it is so important. Winter Wax is coming up in January, and it is a new baby I'm launching, and means the heck of the world to me, because it's just another manifestation of getting people together to find what that thing is in you that needs to come out. And for me, because I'm all about the wax, it always is about the wax first. It is always about the creativity that happens around this table, around this messy, beautiful table where everybody can gather. And what happens around this table, this sometimes equally messy dining room table. There's so much that can happen when you gather together, even if you're as an introspective and hermit-like person as myself. When you let the people come together in your life to give you the opportunity to expose yourself in that catchword, vulnerable ways, so much richness can multiply rather than just slowly creep forward. And winter wax, I know, is going to do that for me. I just happen to want all of you along as well. So check it out on my site, PBS ARTIST, PBS Artist, and see if it's the right thing for you. I know it's going to make a huge difference in my life, and it'd be fun to share it with you. Thanks. I'll be back.